Hello everybody, it's Ronnie with Whip and Chain. I work alongside Maggie and Lauren to bring you beautiful crochet tutorials. Today is Texture Tuesday, and this is a stitch that I feel like a lot of people have stepped aside from, or they're a little nervous to do it or figuring it out. But it's really easy. It's done in multiples of 5, not 5 plus anything. It's just multiples of 5. It's beautiful. It's very lacy. I do not recommend this for a baby blanket because the babies can put their fingers in it, but this is beautiful for scarves, adult blankets, just about anything you can think of that you'd like to make. It's elegant and it works great in multicolors, but it's also just as beautiful in regular plain one color. Anyway, the tool I used, I went out and bought it. Actually, I bought it online. I paid for having a regular broomstick handle, but you can use a 25 millimeter hook that you can get at Joann's or Michael's or Hobby Lobby, online and Amazon. I chose to buy this one because it had the groove for me to put my crochet hook in when I'm grabbing the yarn. Yeah, I know it's silly, but crocheting is what makes me very happy, and this is my joy. So let's get started. First, I am using a 6 millimeter hook. I'm using my clover hooks, which I absolutely love, and I'm diving back into this colorful yarn that is called Favorite Stripe. It's Red Heart yarn. Not my favorite brand. I like Hobby Lobby's the best, but that's okay. So let's get started on this. It's a 2-row repeat. That's it. Easy peasy. So make your chain in multiples of 5 as long as you want. All right. The hook size I would recommend using, if you want your hole in it a little tighter, you can go down a hook. But for acrylic 4-ply yarn, I do like using a 6 millimeter hook. Okay. So just for show purposes, I'm going to do a sample. So it's 3, 4, 5, 6. I forgot to put my light up. There you go. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. I'm going to do 15. So when you make your chain, when you got it to where you want your length, your last chain, draw your hook up and you just slip it on. Okay. Now, what you do, you put your hook one in each chain, and you grab the yarn. See, you grab the yarn, just pull it through and put it on your hook. Okay. You don't twist it or anything like that. I usually hold this with my legs, so it's very awkward doing a tutorial on it being flat. I think the biggest trick to mastering this is how to comfortably hold your tool that you're using to make this project. I know some people have made holders for them, so you're just keeping wrapping, and after you got your yarn through and wrapped onto the hook, I always suggest that you do a quick rundown and count and make sure your interval is 5. because if you do a long chain and then you do it and your intervals are off, I mean, you can fudge it like we all do sometimes, but it would just be easier knowing if you miscounted on your chain or missed even a stitch, which happens. And if you do this using multiple colored yarn, variegated yarn, and stuff like that, it's just the way it changes color on you. It's very pretty. So I got 5, 3, 5, and 4. See? 3, 4, 5, 3, 4, 5, 2, 3, 4. And that is why I'll always say it's a good idea to count. And I think I missed a stitch somewhere. Hold on, I'll be right back. Okay, there she is. All right, so now once you got all your loops on your hook, and you make sure your multiples are right, at least for the first one, I would recommend you keeping this sit down. Your yarn has to go behind your tool that you're using for your broomstick, okay? So you want to slip off the first 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. My working yarn is behind, so I slide it down. Then I take off my yarn and set it down. Now, I did not wrap the hook before I put it through the 5. Okay, so I'm going to hold the 5. I'm going to wrap the hook. This is only for the first one on your row. Wrap the hook, bring it through, you wrap the hook, and you make a chain. That secures it. That helps you get started with your loop. Then you want to go through all of them and make 5 single crochets. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. When you're done at 5, then you want to take the next 5 off. 3, 4, 5. You don't have to do the chain now that you already got your working loop. I apologize. Bring it through and single crochet. Bring it through. 2, 3, 4, and 5. And when you're on your last one, you just pull them off. It's your last 5. Put them on your hook. Wrap it. And then you do your 5. That's 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. And then you just keep going and going and going until you're at your end. When you're at your end and you did your 5th single crochet, you take that loop and you put it back on. And then when you're putting on your loops, You know how a chain has a bottom chain and a top chain? I do recommend you go through both of them to pull your loops up. Some people use the front loop, some people use the back loop. That's personal choice, and that's okay. It's just a little bit of a different look. So you could, forgive me, it's been a long day. So you can try just maybe the front loop and do that and look at it, see if you like it. You can even try just a back loop, pulling up your circles. It's totally up to you. Either way, it's right. Whatever you do that you're happy with your look on these, is the right answer. And I would love to see, I keep hitting my camera today. I would love to see your projects in this. This is an art this was something that I did when I was very young. And I just loved it. That and the chevron stitch were the two big things that my mother taught me growing up with crocheting, and I just kept running with it. I just loved it. There's so many different things you can do with yarn these days that just people didn't know about, and that's what Maggie and I are trying to do. We're trying to show you all the cool things that you can do. Well, until next time, everybody, I want to say thank you for your time. I do appreciate everything. And if you like this video, can you please hit that like button at the bottom, leave a comment, and also hit that subscribe button. And we are also on Facebook under WIP, WIP for Work in Progress, and Chain. And we look forward to seeing you there soon. Until next time, happy crocheting, everybody. Bye-bye.